finally finished my makeup. Now I have to pick out an outfit, and in the spirit of putting in effort, I'm actually going to look for something relatively cute to wear. So, if it were not summertime, I would literally just be putting on a sweatsuit. But I have to find something that's cute, comfortable, and looks like I put in effort. Great. This is what I've opted for. Yeah, this is what I'm wearing. It's just casual. I'm pretty much going to run errands, so I don't need to get like fancy, or I'm not at least in the mood to get fancy, but this is enough. I'm wearing my rings that I always wear. Got this one in Ghana. My ex bought me that one, but I love this ring. Simply because I love the ring. So, of course, my Africa necklace that also came from Ghana. I wear this pretty much every day. I barely take it off, honestly. Fragrance. I'm mixing these two. This I got from Marshall's from $14.99. I'm really bad about taking off tags and stickers. Pure Couture for women. Yeah, so I'm wearing this, and Tahari French Kiss. I love the way this smells. So nice. So I start with this one. This one was also $14.99. I got this from TJ Maxx. So she be looking so pitiful when it's time for me to go. Go up now. Go up. Go up. All right. Finally ready to go. They got your girl in a boot. Like, how I'm supposed to be cute in a boot? It's summertime, okay? You supposed to have the toes out. You supposed to have the pedicures done. Like, what is this? All right, on the agenda for today, I have to return some Tupperware to my friend who cooked and gave me some of her home cooked food. Delicious, thank you very much. So I had to return that Tupperware, and she gave me the glass too, child. Y'all remember that video? That girl, her friend's husband gave her the glass Tupperware, and she was like, I'm not returning this. But I'm not like that. I'm returning. I'm gonna return it. I have plenty of my own. So I'm gonna return that to her. And then I recently had to replace my car. RIP to Bella. The poor thing was on her last leg. I've been driving that car for 16 years. Okay. And yeah, she was having some issues. It would have cost more than she was worth to fix those issues. So I decided to just go ahead. My mechanic recommended that I just go ahead and replace it, because even he wouldn't put all that money into the car. And like, it's time for an upgrade. Let's be real. I bought that car like right after I graduated undergrad. I'm now finishing residency, so it's time. But yeah, so I recently had to get a new car. Not a new car, it's a used car, but it's new to me. And I have to submit the lien release letter from the old car to the new dealership. I'm pretty sure it's to prove that I have the right to sell the car, that I own it and have the right to sell it. It's all paid off and all that. So I'm gonna do that. And then I need to make a few returns. And you know, maybe do a little shopping, maybe a little something here and there. I'm not gonna do nothing too trifling because I ain't got that much money. So but at the same time, I want to enjoy life. Oh my goodness, it is so nice to have a functioning air conditioner in my car. And this heat be no joke. And I've pretty much been living, ooh, child. I've pretty much been living without all this time. It is so hot. Like, I feel like my neck's hurting. I got stuff. I got stuff. I got stuff. Hey, 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 hey. Oops. Wait. Okay, there you go. I got some stuff. I went to TJ Maxx. Hold on, let me prop y'all up. Okay. So, most of my little dollars went to these little ungrateful animals. But I bought this washable rug to go in my bedroom because I have their little potty station in my room because I didn't want it to be in a place that was accessible to guests or whomever else when they came around. I just feel like that's just so unwelcoming. But it's in my bedroom, and I have been shampooing the mess out of my rug. First of all, the puppy, when she was a puppy, she chewed the corners of my rug that I worked so hard to get a good deal on. And it was a lovely rug, I'm telling you, but right now it's jacked. And I've been having to shampoo it over and over again because even though I put the pads down for them, every once in a while they'll miss, or like puppy will think that she'll think just because her front paws are on the pad that she's on the pad, but really her backside and everything is off of the pad. So she'll have um, there'll be like accidents here and there that I'll have to clean up, and I really do get sick of having to clean that up. Sick and tired of the sick and tired. So I bought a washable rug so that, you know, I'm still gonna put the pads down and everything, but if ever they have any accidents or anything like that, I can just pick the rug up and throw it in the washer instead of having to pull out the shampooer. I bought them some new balls. So this is the puppy right here. She's not a puppy no more. She's 2.5, and she loves to play fetch. Now the older girl, you wanna go up? There she is. Um, she also likes to play fetch, but she doesn't bring the ball back. And now that we have this one, she doesn't like to play fetch anymore because she's always faster and always retrieves the ball before she can get her hands on it. So now when I throw the ball, she doesn't even bother trying to go get it. So I'm glad that this came in a pack of two because now I can throw one for her, and while she's distracted, then I can throw another one for her. Look at her already. Go and have your seats. Go sit down. Mommy did not permit you. Down. You're not getting it right now. I got them some bully sticks. Dogs and their bully sticks, I'm telling you. So I'm gonna have to go out of town at some point, and I'm trying to make it as easy on the dog sitters as possible. And this is the only thing that can get her, especially, to sit down and not move for some time. Now she can run through this in a hot minute. Like even with the longer ones that I've given her in the past, she rips through them so quickly. And I don't like that because I don't want them to eat too much of it at once. So I'm glad that these are like shorter. So even though she will eat it faster, at least she's not. Hey, go sit down. Go sit down. You're not slick. No. Go have a seat. Have a seat. One. Stay. Don't touch it. Oh, and I also, of course, bought these extra large puppy pads because they need them. So I have the puppy pads out. I mean, I take them out, of course, but I have the puppy pads in the room for the times when they feel like they need to relieve themselves, but I ain't about to go outside, so yeah. And also, while I'm away, there's a place for them to potty. That's it for the girls. For me, I just got some Dr. Bronner's toothpaste because I was living on the edge, y'all. I had like, I was to the point where I had both the sides of the toothpaste folded and I was going like this trying to get the rest of the toothpaste out this morning. So I was like, no, I can't wait any longer. I gotta buy a new one. And then I purchased a couple of fragrances because I just love fragrances. And one thing about me is when I buy a fragrance, I cannot wait until I get home to open it. I have to open it in the car. So they're already open. But I bought this Floral Street Neon Rose perfume. It smells good. I've never tried it before, but a lot of people love their products. And I feel like I've either had one of their perfumes before or I've tried it at least. And I really liked it. So I went ahead and bought this even though I haven't smelled it yet. And I am not disappointed. I also bought this mini Chloe perfume just because Chloe is expensive, y'all. And I've smelled it before, but I don't remember what it smells like. I remember liking it, but I don't remember what it smelled like. And I didn't want to spend a whole bunch of money on a big one when I couldn't even remember. So I bought it. Also not disappointed. It smells really good. And I understand why a lot of people like this. And lastly, back it on up. You know better. Lastly, I bought this Crabtree and Evelyn Rose collection. So the reason I bought this is some time ago, I can't remember who gave it to me, but it was either my sister who gave it to me or her friend. But they bought me this hand therapy, like hand scrub. Oh my goodness. It quickly became a staple in my self-care routine. I love this hand scrub so much. It makes your hands feel so soft. Um, and yeah, like especially with residency, like I'm in the hospital, I'm washing my hands a lot, like especially even after grossing every day, when I'm on surgical pathology or whatever have you, constantly washing my hands, constantly drying my hands out and all that. So I use this once a week. I could probably use it more, but I try to only use it once a week just because it does have like little grains in it. It's an exfoliant. And I don't want to, technically, it's, rubbing something harsh like that against your skin. I don't want to do that too frequently. So I do it once a week. And honestly, that's just enough. I maintain throughout the week by just keeping my hands moisturized. And it makes a huge difference. So I love this. So I was willing to buy the entire package just for the hand therapy. And I like the scent too. Actually, now that I think about it, this is not the same one that I got, but nonetheless, I'm familiar with the product at least, and I'm gonna have a good time with this. So this whole set was on clearance for $10. So, ooh, yes, I'm definitely smelling rose. Ah, I like. And that's all for my mini haul. Sidebar, I'm really feeling the hair with these glasses. Like, I feel like I look so cute. Can you tell I missed having my hair out? Like, I've had those mini twists in for a solid 5, 6 months, something like that. And I'm not used to having the same style for a very long time. Normally, one of the most common comments that I get from people is that they don't recognize me because I change my look up a lot usually. So for me to have had those mini twists in for as long as I had them, that was a stretch for me. But I missed having my hair out. I mean, it was cute or whatever, don't get me wrong, but like, look at this volume. Come on now, get into it. Y'all gonna be tired of me. Okay, y'all. So I just want to put a little PSA out there. Please consider going into leadership. If you are in residency, or you're planning on going down the medicine pathway, and you have a passion for leadership, you have a passion for education, you genuinely want people to do well in your field, consider going into leadership. It is so important that we have individuals who truly care about not only the academic performance of their trainees, but the well-being of their trainees. I think some people forget that just because this is our job does not mean that we have to be handled as workhorses. Remember, we are human, okay? So yes, we are expected to handle certain responsibilities and duties. And yes, we're expected to perform at a certain level. But the reality is, this is hard. This is not easy for anybody. The expectations and the amount of work that we have to do as residents, and this is regardless of what your specialty is, it's a lot. It's a lot physically, it's a lot mentally, emotionally, all of that stuff. We have to deal with trainees as though they are whole individuals, not solely focused on their academic performance. Because the reality is, if individuals are not well, they're not going to perform well. And we need leaders who truly understand that, and who don't assume that trainees are just complaining when they're saying that certain things get too much. There are alarming statistics out there about medical professionals, about their burnout levels, and about, frankly, poor mental health that results in, very unfortunate outcomes, because they either didn't get the assistance that they needed, or people didn't care, or people didn't take it seriously when they were crying out for help. Thank you so much. So we have to really stop and think about this. It's not okay to just turn a blind eye and say, oh, you have to deal with it yourself. The work has to get done. And it's not enough for people to just be like, oh, well, here are the resources, fend for yourself type thing. It's just not enough. We need leaders who understand residents are whole people too. Yeah. And also, consider that everyone doesn't learn the same. I've literally heard someone say, oh, essentially that it was a bunch of hooey, and we don't, that's not something that we should really be concerned about. You have to learn what's given to you and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, you can come on. I'm just like, what are you really saying here? What are you really saying when you say things like that? Because whether you agree that people should be able to learn a certain way or not, they don't learn that way, period. Just because you provide information to someone does not mean that they're being educated. And that's why I get so passionate about this topic, because as someone who has very particular learning needs, I have to learn in a very specific way. The environment has to be conducive. I have to be given time. It takes a little more effort on my part to learn the same information that other people don't have that much issue with. And I think obviously my experience with this has given me a different perspective, to where I can appreciate that some people might be struggling with this. But people who don't have, like a lot of people who don't have these types of needs, or who don't struggle with learning, they just don't get it. And there's a good chance that you're going to, with all the numbers of people who are influxing through residency at any given point in time, there's a good chance that there's going to be a handful of them who are not going to be able to receive the information that you're giving in this kind of catch-all kind of way. And so, sure, you have every right to maintain the curriculum as is. You have every right to, present the information in the way you want to present it. But at the end of the day, if people are getting left behind, if people are not doing well academically, can you really say that you did your best for your trainees? So that's something that really needs to be considered. And we definitively need good quality leaders in these residency programs who understand those things. So please consider going into leadership. Please consider, and if you do go into leadership, or if you are in leadership, I really hope that you take the time to get a good pulse on how your trainees are feeling and how they're doing, and that you are willing to really offer the type of support that they specifically need, or at least try to. That's the thing. And I understand, I'm a resident, and so I don't have the perspective of an individual who is in leadership right now. And I fully understand that. It's not always as simple as just, changing things for everyone. But at least try. At least try. So I'm off my soapbox now. So just a quick check-in on the daily activities, or at least the to-do list. So I just dropped off the Tupperware dropped off the containers to my work friend, and then we kind of chatted it up a little bit, and now I'm on my way to the car dealership. Ooh, I hope they let me in. Child, it wasn't supposed to be no traffic down here in these parts. What the hell? Oh my goodness, I should have taken that chance when I had it. Oh my goodness, they gonna get me. They gonna dog me. Can I get in? I should have done. Thank you. Oh, hey, some people are so nice, though. We thank God for nice, considerate people. Yeah, so I'm on my way to the car dealership to go drop off this letter. And then there's some shops down around there that I want to, first of all, make some returns. Oh, shoot. I hope I have those receipts in here. Anyway, make my returns. It's past the 30-day mark anyway. I'm hoping that, I think at this point, I don't mind getting store credit, because that's where I do all my shopping anyway. Or most of my shopping. So I need to go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Burlington. I don't want to be out much longer, because first of all, I ain't got no business being out and no shops. Second of all, I have a lot of stuff to do. So gotta get her done. I want a snack though. Kind of want a smoothie, especially since I know that I have not kept to my meal prep for the past. It's not that bad. It's been a couple weeks, maybe. I gotta reset for sure. And I like to have a little drinky drink while I'm shopping too. So that would be my snack and my drink all in one. Rise and shine. today. It's a beautiful morning. Today I'm actually going to try a new coffee shop because I don't always want to sit in the house and do work. Sometimes I want to change the scenery, and I really want something good to drink and maybe like a nice pastry or something like that. So I decided to go ahead and look up some coffee shops, and I found one that I've actually never heard of, and it's not even that far away from my house. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope that it's a good one because it's always nice to have, even though like I like to try different places, it's always nice to have like a tried and true spot that I know if I'm just running out the house, or I just want to go somewhere real quick and not have to really put too much thought into it. I can go there and I know I won't be disappointed. So if this ends up being a contender, that would be fantastic. Anyway, on the agenda for today, I have a lot of things to work on. So first of all, I have to get my research organized. When I was studying for boards, I pretty much just ignored all of my other responsibilities for the most part. And yeah, it just had to be prioritized. So right now, I am getting back into the swing of things, and this upcoming year is supposed to be my mostly dedicated research year. So I need to get organized so that I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm not even going to lie, like I have a project I've been sitting on for, I'm not even going to tell you how long. I don't even know how long at this point. And it's not fair to my attending. So I'm going to get that organized so I make sure like I have like all the papers that I wanted to read to do research, so I'm well versed in the topic before I start trying to write something about the topic. So I have all that together. I just need to make a schedule for when I'm going to read them, and I need to make a schedule for when I'm going to write each of the pieces of the article that I'm going to write. I have to do that. I have to get organized with my main like dissertation project, and make sure I have a good plan for that because that's my dissertation. So I definitely have to get on the ball with that. A year may seem like a long time, but it really isn't. So I don't want to fall into the trap of thinking, oh, I have time, and then procrastinating like I always do and being strapped in the last minute and regretting my decisions. So I'm going to get that together. I need to look up some grants that I can apply for. I need to get my business in order. I'm pretty sure I have not mentioned this yet, but you've seen at least in my like intro montage or video, whatever, in my intro that I had entrepreneurship in there, and that's because I started my own clothing line. So right now it's like very much in the beginning stages. I only have I started with streetwear. I do have plans to expand to other items, but for the time being it's just like sweatshirts, t-shirts, sweatpants, and that's pretty much it. So the brand is called Physiology. So I'm gonna put the name up, and then I'm going to put a link in the description box. So if you want to go check out what I have, that would mean the world. But yeah, child, that was one of the responsibilities that slipped through the wayside. So I gotta get that in order and make sure that I have all my ducks in a row, with taxes and adding new products and all that kind of stuff, because I really do want to start expanding that. And yeah, those are the main things that I want to work on right now, along with some other housekeeping items that I need to get together. But that's what I'm working on today.